Silverlight Research is an expert network that connects institutional research teams with experienced industry professionals for structured expert consultations. Expert networks act as structured intermediaries between organizations conducting research and practitioners who have direct operating experience in a relevant industry. Through short consultations, research teams can speak with professionals who have first-hand experience in a market, product category, operational process, or commercial environment. These conversations provide practical context that complements public information and internal analysis. Expert networks facilitate short, paid consultations between research teams and industry professionals. These consultations are typically conducted as one-to-one calls, focused on a specific research topic. For example, a research team may want to understand how purchasing decisions are made in a particular industry. They may want to learn how pricing works within a specific market. They may want to understand how customers evaluate competing products. Or they may want to understand operational challenges within a particular business model. Speaking with someone who has worked directly in that environment can provide valuable real-world context. Expert consultations are usually one input within a broader research process. Research teams may combine these conversations with desk research, financial analysis, internal discussion, and market data. From the client perspective, expert networks provide structured access to professionals who have direct operating experience in the areas they are studying. Clients commonly include private equity firms, hedge funds, asset managers, consulting firms, and corporate strategy teams. These organizations often use expert consultations when conducting commercial due diligence, market research, investment analysis, competitive landscape assessments, and strategic planning. The objective is to better understand how a market works in practice by speaking with individuals who have operated within that environment. From the expert perspective, expert networks provide an opportunity to share professional experience with organizations conducting research. Experts are typically current or former professionals who have worked in a particular industry, function, or market. When a research team is looking to understand a specific topic, the expert network may invite individuals with relevant experience to participate in a consultation. Experts can decide whether to accept or decline these invitations. Consultations are usually short and focused conversations where the expert shares general industry knowledge based on their experience. Experts are compensated for their time and participation. A typical expert network engagement follows a structured process. First, a research team defines the topic or question they want to explore. Second, the expert network identifies professionals with relevant operating experience. Third, potential experts are screened and invited to participate. Finally, a consultation is scheduled between the research team and the expert. The goal is to connect the right practitioner with the right research question in a structured and efficient way. Expert consultations operate within defined compliance frameworks. Experts are instructed not to share confidential employer information or restricted data. The purpose of these conversations is to provide experience-based context rather than confidential information. Responsible expert networks maintain screening procedures and clear guidelines to support compliant conversations. Silverlight Research operates within the global expert network industry. Expert networks such as GLG, AlphaSights, Third Bridge, Guidepoint, and Silverlight Research provide structured access to industry practitioners for institutional research teams. While firms may differ in scale or geographic reach, the core operating model across the industry is similar. These firms facilitate structured conversations between research teams and experienced professionals. In simple terms, Silverlight Research is an expert network that helps institutional research teams connect with professionals who have relevant real-world experience. Through structured expert consultations, organizations can gain practical insight that supports research, diligence, and strategic decision-making. Silverlight Research is an expert network that connects institutional research teams with experienced industry professionals for structured expert consultations.